Let me start with something simple and slightly uncomfortable. If you ask 10 people what Judaism is, 9 of them will describe Christianity with Jewish characters, Islam with Hebrew fonts, or whatever TikTok told them last week about the Talmud. And that tells you everything you need to know about how badly this topic is misunderstood. Judaism is not Christianity without Jesus. It's not Islam without Muhammad. And it's definitely not a secret rulebook for controlling the world. So today I want to slow this down and do something radical. Explain what Judaism actually is in plain language without apologizing for it. Shalom, I'm Igal and this is Middle East in less than 5 minutes. Except today we are taking the time it actually deserves. So first, Judaism is not just a religion. This is the first thing people get wrong. Judaism is a religion, a people, a civilization, a legal system, a moral framework, and a historical identity. All of those things at once. You can leave the religion and still be Jewish. You can be secular and fully Jewish. You can argue with God and still be inside Judaism. That alone separates Judaism from Christianity and Islam. Judaism doesn't start with belief. It starts with belonging. Core beliefs. And yes, they're simpler than you think. Judaism has surprisingly few required beliefs. Here are the big ones. One God, not a man, not divided, not incarnated, not negotiable. God is ethical. Power is meaningless without morality. Human beings have free will. You are responsible for your actions. No original sin, no inherited guilt. Life matters more than theology. Saving a life overrides almost every religious rule. That's it. No required creed, no salvation checklist, no belief police. Judaism cares far more about what you do than what you declare. Core values. This is where Judaism actually lives. If you want to understand Judaism, forget slogans and look at values. Judaism prioritizes justice over power, law over charisma, community over individual ego, responsibility over victimhood, and life over martyrdom. Judaism does not glorify death, it does not glorify suffering, and it definitely does not glorify suicide. That alone should answer a lot of questions people keep asking. Core prohibitions. What Judaism actually forbids. Judaism forbids things that modern activists conveniently ignore. Murder, theft, sexual violence, dehumanization, collective punishment, idol worship, including worship of leaders, ideologies, or movements. And here's one people don't like hearing. Judaism forbids forcing others to convert. There is no mission to conquer the world. You don't save the world by making everyone Jewish. You save the world by making the world more just. The structure. Torah, prophets, writings. Judaism isn't one book, it's a layered conversation. Torah, the foundation, law, narrative, ethics. Not a science book, not a history textbook, a moral constitution. The prophets. This is where people miss the point. The prophets aren't fortune tellers. They're critics. They confront kings. They shame societies. They say things like, you fast and pray, but you oppress the poor. God wants none of it. That's Judaism calling itself out. Writings. Wisdom, poetry, debate, psalms, proverbs, Job. Job, by the way, is literally a book about arguing with God. That should tell you something. Then Judaism evolves, without breaking. After the destruction of the Second Temple, Judaism faced a crisis. no temple, no sacrifices, no king. So what did it do? It moved from ritual to responsibility. This is where people panic and start yelling Talmud like it's a curse word. So let's clear this up. What is a Mishnah? The Mishnah is the first major codification of Jewish oral law. Think of it as case law, practical ethics, community standards. It's about how to live when life gets complicated. Not theology, not mysticism, law. What is the Talmud? The Talmud is not a book. It's a record of arguments. Rabbis disagreeing, asking questions, challenging assumptions. Most pages don't end with an answer. They end with multiple opinions preserved side by side. So what the Talmud is not? Let's say this clearly. The Talmud is not a secret doctrine, not a replacement for the Bible, not a hate manual, not instructions for controlling non-Jews. Most quotes people circulate come from mistranslations, ripped out legal hypotheticals, medieval polemics, or outright forgeries. Judaism teaches that all humans are created in the image of God. Anyone claiming otherwise is lying or selling something. Judaism versus Christianity versus Islam. The real difference. This matters, so let's be precise. Judaism is a covenant with the people, law-based, debate encouraged, no missionary impulse, no salvation monopoly. Christianity is faith-based, salvation through belief, theology above law, universal mission. Islam, submission-based, law plus conquest history, universal political theology, expansion built into doctrine. Judaism doesn't seek domination, it seeks continuity. Why debate is central in Judaism? This is the part that drives outsiders crazy. In Judaism, questioning is a virtue. Disagreement is preserved. Authority is challenged. God is not fragile. You don't prove faith by obedience alone. You prove it by wrestling with meanings. Israel literally means one who wrestles with God. That's not a coincidence. Why this matters right now? Because when people lie about Judaism, they don't just insult a religion. They erase Jewish ethics, Jewish history, and Jewish humanity. And once that's erased, everything becomes easier. Demonization, double standards, violence justified as resistance. Understanding Judaism doesn't mean agreeing with Jews. It means not lying about them. And frankly, the bar shouldn't be that low. So Judaism is not about control. It's not about conquest. It's not about purity or power. It's about law without tyranny, faith without coercion, debate without fear. And the fact that so many people need this explained in 2026, that tells you exactly why this episode had to exist. I'm Igal. This was Middle East in less than 5 minutes. And today, we actually meant it. Until next time, Shalom.